Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a little 2x2 canister that I've already coated the inside with whiteout, coated the inside of the lid with whiteout, and my idea for this is going to be zombie Damascus, or I've heard it called dinosaur Damascus. Basically, I have a bunch of metal scraps here, some spring steel, some 1095, a couple drill bits, and a couple other miscellaneous pieces of steel. I'm gonna throw in that canister and I'm gonna fill it with 1090, and I'm going to try to make canister Damascus. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so I got all of our pieces here. I cleaned them off with acetone, set them out to dry. They're all clean. I got my base layer of 1090 in my canister. I'm just going to start layering them and adding 1090 to get it as tight as possible. Make sure there's no gaps in it. There we go. Canister is filled. I used most of what was on that towel there. So now I have to weld it and throw it in the fire. I'm not a welder, but I welded the lid on and I got it attached to this rebar so it's easier to stick in and out of the forge, and I can hammer and twist it without trying to fuddle and fumble with the tongs. So yeah, there we go. It's all ready for the fire. My weld on the rebar is not holding. I think it's welded. It felt pretty solid. What we're gonna do now is let it cool down and peel the can off and see if we're welded. Alright guys, got our can peeled off, and it's not perfect. There's a few cracks. I'm gonna heat it up. Yeah, you can see a piece of file sticking out right there. I'm gonna heat it up and bang on it a little bit to see how much of it's actually usable. I didn't expect it to be perfect. I knew the chances of it actually working were really low, just because we have so many different kinds of steel in here, and even a few pieces of brass as well. But it's my first attempt, so go easy on me. Not what you want to see. Had some chunks blow off of it. Here. It's just on the side of it. Hopefully the main structure is still intact, but we did have a little bit of a blowout. I'm just going to continue to heat and try to draw this billet out. Hopefully I get a workable billet, maybe one blade out of it. It was a 2x2 canister. I could have gotten like 2 or 3 blades out of that. If I can get just one, I'll be satisfied. So I'm gonna continue to heat and pound away, draw out this billet, and see what we got. Alright, so I got it kind of flat. We're getting there. It's, to be honest, it's not looking great. See a bunch of surface cracks. Big old crack right there. I'm gonna keep working it, and hopefully I can get at least one blade out of it, but it's not looking too good. So alright guys, so I've cleaned up our zombie Damascus billet here pretty good. It's not looking too great, but it's not horrible. The worst spot is here. It doesn't go all the way through, but there are some cracks on the other side. I'm gonna sketch up a design real quick and lay it out. The best workable spot is this bottom half here. Try to avoid that big piece that fell out that didn't weld. The whole thing is about 5.5 from end to end, probably 5 once you cut off the end pieces here. So I'm gonna sketch real quick and see if I can get a little mini design. that's good news. That crack right there doesn't go all the way through. There's hope yet. Got our blade shaped how I want it. Now I'm going to toss it in the forge, normalize it, and then quench it. Alright guys, just came out of our quench. Surprisingly, this seam didn't really bust any more than it already is. I think it looks kind of cool. I think the quench came out pretty decent. It bites a tiny bit. The file bites a tiny bit. It's really hard up near the tip. It should hold an edge pretty decently. Now I'm gonna clean it up a little bit and then temper it in the oven at 400 for 2 hours. And then we'll clean it up and make a handle for it. Alright, so we are out of tempering. I cleaned it up a little bit. Got my edge going. Or my grind for the edge. But I forgot to drill holes. So let's see how this goes. Holes drilled without breaking the drill bit. Now it's time to start working on our handle. What's up guys, we're back with the Frankenstein Damascus. Frankenstein zombie canister Damascus. I only got about this much workable steel out of it, so it's going to be a half tang or partial tang. I'm going with oak here for the scales. Just got to shape it, and then it's almost done. I already got my bevels grinded. Alright, so I got my handle to the shape I want it. Feels good in my hand. It's got a nice sand to it, no rough edges. Now I just got to add some stain. I'm thinking about re-etching, acid etching this. And then we'll glue it together and we'll be done. Alright, so I got the handle stained. Nice black color, black oak. And I got the blade out of the acid etch one last time. Let's take a look at that pattern before the handle scales go on. There you go, that's a good angle. So I went ahead and sharpened it before I put the handle on, just to make it easier. So I just got done adding some texture to the handle. I thought an ugly blade should have a ugly handle, so I went ahead and put these texture marks in it because the handle was looking too nice with the finish I put on it. I'm gonna refinish it and see what it looks like, and then if I don't like it, if it looks too clean, I'm gonna scuff it up with sandpaper. But so far I like how it's coming out. Alright guys, here it is. Our Frankenstein zombie Damascus blade. Our oak handle with the texture. There it is. If you guys enjoyed this build of our Canister Frankenstein Damascus, please consider dropping a subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.